Hey guys, it's Troy here, and today we are going to be reacting to 16 Mario Kart Wii world records that utilize ultra shortcuts. I'm a huge fan of ultra shortcuts and glitches in this game. I used to go for world records back in the day when I would try to break the game one ultra shortcut at a time, and it is absolutely unimaginable what has happened in this community in the last year regarding ultra shortcuts. So many new tracks got broken. You guys already know Koopa Cape, Bowser Castle 64, Rainbow Road, Ghost Valley 2, rebroken, and then recently Maple Treeway is now 3 for 3 as of yesterday. So we're going to be going through all that today and highlighting some of these great accomplishments by various members of the community. Let's do this. Also, I'll be putting links in the description if you want to check out various resources regarding Mario Kart Wii, time trials, and world records. So please check the description if you're interested in this sort of thing. Okay, so Baby Mario Wii Wheel Quacker. And this one is so funny because he actually rides the mountain for 3 laps straight. He doesn't even have to go around the last corner, rebounce off the mushroom to redo the glitch each lap. The entire thing just takes place on the mountain. The initial world record with this glitch was 55 seconds back in 2008, and it is now down to 20 seconds. So 35 seconds since the initial time the glitch was discovered have been shaved off in the world record. And we're gonna watch this one again because it happens so fast. They used the Wii Wheel on this track because the Wii Wheel actually has like more vectors for being able to ride the mountain more accurately as opposed to other controllers. So the Wii Wheel is actually the best controller for this track, which is hilarious because it is the only track that the Wii Wheel has the world record on currently at the time of recording this video. But that could change. This game is very unpredictable. Next up we have Mario Circuit 47.715 by Logan, and we are skipping Toad's Factory because that actually is not an ultra shortcut because it doesn't skip any key checkpoints. So let's check out Mario Circuit, which has a 3 for 3 tree clip. Okay, so the world record on Mario Circuit used to be 121 back in 2011 when this glitch was first implemented into a world record. So it's gone down over 30 seconds, and oh my gosh, they don't even clip the tree on lap 1. That's insane. They clip the side of the mountain, and then they shoot off the pole, they land in the tunnel, they trigger the key checkpoint, and then they get the lap count. And now, okay, so they're clipping the tree on lap 2, cool. And then he's gonna ricochet off the top of this tunnel, get the checkpoint in midair, and then fall, get the main turbo immediately. And it's so nice because this world record doesn't involve too much driving backwards like it used to. You used to have to drive backwards after clipping the tree, go into the tunnel, charge the standstill main turbo. Now you just ricochet off it. It looks way cooler, and I don't even know how much more this time can be improved. It's optimized so much. I remember this world record used to have to clip the tree, go backwards, and get the checkpoint. Then it became a clip the right tree because it was faster to clip the right tree. And then it became you had to clip the tree without stopping by wheeling and mushrooming into it while drifting. And that was by far the hardest variant of the shortcut. Now at least you don't have to do it non-stop anymore. And it's really cool how it's faster to do it this way because I'd imagine it's more enjoyable to play the track now. But yeah, I don't even know how much more this track can go down. It seems pretty optimized at this point, and it has been incredible to follow the progression of Mario Circuit over the last 10 years since the glitch was first discovered. And that brings us to Coconut Mall, where we have 31.481 by Breakson. It is the only 31-second time on Coconut Mall glitch. Now this ultra shortcut was discovered in 2011. The time was 1 minute 36 seconds when it initially was found, and now it's over a minute faster than that. We almost have it under 30 seconds now. 31.4 by Breakson here, and yeah, that's a very tough glitch. Like, I remember when doing that glitch and I needed it for my shortcut montage in 2015. It took me a couple hours just to get that glitch one time. And the part afterwards is really tough too because you have to do this spin drift method right here in order to trigger the lap counts and then get behind the finish line and get the last checkpoint to complete this run in such a short amount of time. Like lap 2 and 3 are only 6 seconds. So it's hilarious how far this track came down. I don't know how much more this run could be improved. It looks pretty flawless to me, and I think that this glitch deters people from playing it because right here it takes so many attempts just to get this once, and you have to do it trimless. So you have to hit the right part of the banister and then hit the right part of the pole, shoot down, and from there the rest is history. Really cool looking glitch run, and memorable because of how much time you get to spend out of bounds while still being in the track, just driving around the parking lot and driving through the parked cars, which is hilarious. And now we have 31.882 by Logan, the Wario's Gold Mine world record, the only sub 32 time thus far. The world record was 144 when this glitch was first implemented into a run back in 2009. So it's so cool how they spin drift off of the fence to get back to where the last key checkpoint is and charge their standstill main turbo there at a ridiculously quick rate. So much faster than colliding into the pole, which is what people used to do. And he doesn't even like actually have time to look at what his alignment is before he mushrooms off the edge to jump onto the pipe. It kind of reminds me of the Maple Treeway one shroom glitch in that regard. Like, he's not even looking at his alignment. He's just twisting, mushrooming, jumping, and then tilting back, and he's hitting the perfect part of the pipe to propel himself up to the track. I have done this glitch many times, but I always align first, and he doesn't align at all, which makes this all that more impressive. And now things are about to get a little bit crazy. We have Koopa Cape. The only person to pull this off is Justin with a time of 2:14.552. This is a recent discovery, being able to do this shortcut humanly, and this is going to be a lot of fun to watch. Here we go. I have not even seen lap 2 or 3 of this world record so far, so it'll be fun to watch it for the first time. Okay, so he's going to drift, hit the horizontal wall, which allows him to bypass the invisible wall and land inside the railing, which does not have collision. Then he uses his back wheel to slowly 180 into the opposite direction so we can go backwards, and he is able to get behind the finish line without the game knowing by spin drifting off the edge, hitting this invisible wall, landing on the ocean floor of Koopa Cape, and then respawning at the end and getting a lap count, obeying the 95% rule and hitting the last key checkpoint. Oh, he did not get the trick there. It looks like he was trying to get less air by jumping, you know, low trick mechanism, but accidentally jumped over the trickable area. So that was the first mistake. But I can only imagine the nerves he would be feeling in this moment, because he's the only person to have pulled off this glitch. He has to drive 2 laps now with the spear on Koopa Cape, which is no easy task. This is a very difficult vehicle to use on this track, and any like big mistake and he's not going to beat the world record, because unfortunately it did take him a long time to do the glitch. So he only beat the world record by a couple seconds, the no glitch record. So if he made any big mistakes, like if he hit a zapper, which would have shrunk him, that would have been probably a 7 or 8 second time loss, he would not have got the world record. So there's still a lot of pressure in this situation. And lap 3, I know his lap 3 time is worse than his lap 2 time, so he's definitely going to have a mistake. Yep, he's going to have a mistake somewhere there. He hit the grass, which is really unfortunate. I think if someone else pulls off the Koopa Cape glitch, they're probably going to beat this run because of that mistake, and also because of how long it took him to do the glitch. But regardless, this is such an impressive impressive feat. It's like I can't believe someone pulled off the Koopa Cape glitch in 2021. I actually owe Nmead In-N-Out. I owe him a burger, fries, and a shake, because we made a prediction on if the Koopa Cape glitch will be pulled off by a human in 2021. I said no, and he said yes, and then like literally 24 hours later, a new method got discovered on how to do the Koopa Cape glitch, and it became possible humanly. And Justin, a couple hours later, managed to pull it off. He's the only person to pull it off. So crazy. Let's watch it one more time, because this is such an absurd glitch. Once again, you're not even allowed to align while doing this. He literally just, you know, twist into it, just like on Wario's Gold Mine and just like on Maple Treeway. So that's extremely difficult, not being able to align. It just becomes a timing thing. You have to get kind of lucky. And this part is one of the toughest parts of the glitch as well. And the spin drift, in order to get enough distance, and if you land in that little random hole, it's so weird, that hole, and hit that invisible wall, and that's how you know you made it far enough behind the finish line, because you need to hit that last checkpoint. Okay, Maple Treeway 143.980 by JCool114, and this was the shortcut where I was like, okay, I finally need to make this video. I've been wanting to make this video for a while, but when I saw this Maple Treeway 3 for 3 on top of the other ridiculous accomplishments that people have pulled off lately, I was like, let's make the video. Also, look at, there's my time. This was a former world record, 152.243 back in 2018. So it's fun that I'm still on the top 10, but I'd imagine it's going to be knocked off pretty quickly considering the new method for this crazy ultra shortcut. This glitch was first pulled off by me in 2012, and it was my time was 2:12, so I beat the world record no glitch by only 4 seconds, and now it is down to 143.980, which means that like 30 seconds almost have been shaved off since the initial ultra shortcut run. And I am so stoked for JCool. I saw his Twitter post on his run, first 3 for 3 on Maple Treeway, implementing the new method for doing the one shroom Maple Treeway glitch, and I'm gonna talk about that more on his second lap here. But yeah, I have not seen this run yet. This is the only one I haven't watched because it just happened yesterday. And I'm gonna talk about this part right here. So what he does is he actually manages to have his back wheel go through the floor, so his back wheel is actually sticking into the ground right now, which means that when he mushroom wheelies, he actually pops up above the ground and he gets a little bit of air. So this makes it so he doesn't have to clip the tree anymore. You used to have to clip not only the tree but the invisible wall, so you had to do a double clip in order to get the glitch with one mushroom. That is why it was so hard. I used to only get that glitch like once every 5 or 10 hours of attempts, and now it's much easier, so you can actually 3 for 3 it, which is so cool. And the way to do it is you just back up right here because there's an out of bounds. You can fall through the floor right there, but if you just have one of your wheels tuck underneath, you're able to abuse the Mario Kart Wii physics and get a little bit of extra air and make this glitch much more feasible. So I'm just super stoked to see this finally become a 3 for 3, and huge congrats to JCool for getting his first 3-lap world record in Mario Kart Wii. Awesome stuff. And man, I can only imagine the nerves right here. Let's see how this ending goes. Yeah, he didn't even wheelie on the tree branch. He's like, I don't want to risk it. And then he pulled back to ensure a good landing on the ending of the track. Let me watch lap 1 one more time because I had so much to say I didn't even really get to watch the entry, because lap 1 is a different entry into the glitch than lap 2 and 3. And even just getting the entry to this glitch is quite difficult, and doing the part after the cannon also is not a 100% trick. Right here, nice, that's awesome. Yeah, this is so great. This is actually the reason that I made this video, because Maple Treeway is my favorite glitch, obviously, just because of the fact that I helped with the discovery of it, and I was able to also get the world record for a couple days when the one shroom glitch was first implemented into the world record when Justin pulled it off. So I have a warm place in my heart for Maple Treeway and this incredible glitch. So yeah, just gonna watch one more attempt. I think I want to try this. I don't know if I'll go for a 3 for 3 run, but I definitely want to try this one shroom variant of the ultra shortcut because it looks a lot more fun than what I had to do back in the day. So very cool, and this track is definitely going to go down a couple more seconds. I would not be surprised if we see sub 140 in the future. I predict we'll see 139 or 138 by the end of this year. And that brings us to Grumble Volcano, where we have Nyake with a time of 15.962, sub 16. I remember back in 2008 where the time was 20 seconds. And this is the shortest track in the game, and Nyake has the most dominant performance of any player ever on any track in this game. He has had the world record on this track for 85% of this game's history. It's absolutely absurd. The first world record to use this ultra shortcut was 135, so, you know, this world record has been improved by 80 seconds since the glitch was introduced, and that was in 2008. It was the first one, the first ultra shortcut in Mario Kart Wii, and it used to use the bit bike, of course, because now they actually drift around the rock with the quacker. So no more bit bike. There are no world records in the game currently that use any outside drifting bikes. This used to be the only one. Maybe that'll change in the future, but super stoked to see Nyake still having the world record on this track, and now they don't even have to hit the rock on the first mushroom because they actually jump onto the platform with a completely different angle. They used to have to crash into the rock and then go hit the checkpoint, and that took an extra 3 or 4 seconds. So that is why this time came down so much. That and the fact that they used the quacker. And now we have Arthur's time of 2:14.677. Rainbow Road, the only person to pull off the ultra shortcut, and he beat the no glitch world record by like 10 seconds. All these other times on the leaderboard, this must be like a different glitch that isn't actually faster, because none of these people have pulled off the shortcut like Arthur has. There should only be one name on this leaderboard. And this one was obviously pulled off in 2021 in January. Still the only person to pull it off, and it's so funny. He uses the Quacker. I never thought the world record on Rainbow Road would be with the Quacker, but here we are. And here it is, the legendary moment. And this was a 22-second lap, which means that at the time where he is crossing the finish line here, he is 26 seconds ahead of the world record. And he's gonna effectively lose about 8 seconds per lap to the Flame Flyer, which is the world record, the no glitch vehicle world record, the only kart world record in Mario Kart Wii. So he's gonna lose 8 seconds a lap for the next 2 laps, but you know, gain 26 seconds in the first lap, lose 16 seconds in the next 2, beat the world record by 10 seconds. And Arthur was very smart. He did not take any risks. He made sure to not cut the corners too tight, because he knew if he falls off, he's gonna lose a significant amount of time. The respawn points on Rainbow Road are far from favorable. So like if you fall off right here, it actually respawns you right at the end of the cannon and you lose about 10 seconds. So he was just taking it very safe, and I can imagine the nerves he was feeling, but he held it together. And I think that it's nice how you don't have to use the spear for this glitch, because driving Rainbow Road with the spear would be a lot scarier than driving with the Quacker. So these are kind of like 2 victory laps. I'd imagine by lap 3 he was probably feeling pretty good. He's almost at the finish line. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say that the big motivation behind a lot of players trying this glitch, number one, the Summoning Salt documentary in 2018, where he highlighted this ultra shortcut at the end and said like nobody's pulled it off, but maybe one day someone will. And it was discovered in 2016 by Esloy, so it took 5 years for this to finally be implemented into a human run. And then number 2, the tool assist community found a way to do the Rainbow Road ultra shortcut with the Quacker, and they actually found a way to do it with only 1 mushroom. I was watching Malio's stream, and the progression for this track has been insane lately, and that is why this ultimately got done humanly, the strat change. So shout out to the tool assist community and to Summoning Salt, because I'm sure that motivated players to keep trying this glitch. Like this is such an impossible glitch. I actually tried this glitch for a couple hours and I did not even get close. But maybe one day I'll try it again. It is really, really fun to attempt because it's exciting, and I'd imagine it would be extremely rewarding to pull it off. So we're watching it one more time here because it is the most legendary ultra shortcut in Mario Kart Wii, in my opinion. So here we go. Let's move on to the retro tracks now. And we have Peach Beach with the time of 1 minute and 49 milliseconds by Arrow. This one uses the glitch 2 times. So maybe one day we'll have a 3 for 3 tree clip. Alright, so the ultra shortcut on this track was first implemented into a world record in 2012, and the time was 1:09. So they've shaved 9 seconds off this track in the last 9 years. Very fitting. And I think what's going to happen one day is players are going to actually 3 for 3 this glitch. Right now it is only a 2 for 2. They attempted at the end of lap 1 and the end of lap 2. So right here, it's an extremely tough glitch to pull off. And you clip the tree, you hit the finish sign, you shoot down, charge the standstill mini turbo, and you're good to go. You skip half the track. It's amazing. But they have not found a way to do this like consistently. It's still a very tough cut, and that is why we haven't seen a 3 for 3. Also, the tree that you have to clip on lap 1 is actually a different tree, because you drive forwards for, you know, maybe like 5 meters, and then you turn around and you wheelie into the tree facing backwards. And it's a completely different strategy than how you do the glitch on lap 2 and 3. So once we see people implementing that tool assist strategy into actual RTA runs, you're gonna see this category go down maybe a couple more seconds. So right now it's a 2 for 2 glitch, but that tree right there, that tree right in front, once people start clipping that tree and they get a 3 for 3, that is the future of this track. So really cool, and we'll probably see sub 1 minute pretty soon. Here's another track that has gone through quite a revolution in the last year or so. We have Logan once again with a time of 50.738, the only sub 51 time, and he does the double glitch. It is so awesome. The world record was 53.0 back in 2011 when this glitch was first implemented into the world records, and now it is not a 1-clip glitch world record, it is a 2-clip glitch world record, and I am so stoked to see this actually implemented into RTA runs, because I saw the tool assist community do this initially like a year or two ago, and I think that if you clip the last block and spin drift off of it, you can hit the last checkpoint and do the ending faster. But I'd imagine Logan at this point, after pulling it off, just wanted to play it safe, make sure he got the checkpoint and ensure world record. And I think this will go down another half a second or something over time, but still really cool to see this actually utilized in a world record run, because I remember doing that shortcut, that clip, the second one, in an Olympic video back in like 2012 or something, and I didn't think it would ever be like actually useful, but here we are. It turns out if you do both clips, it counts the lap. You just have to go backwards and hit the key checkpoint. So what people don't know about this glitch is just getting that first clip off the pole. This one right here is really tough. It's one of the harder clip glitches in the game. Even though it was discovered a long time ago, you have to spin drift off of it to get low air, which makes it more difficult than just wheeling into it. Wheeling into it gives you really high air. Here you have to wheelie into this one because you need the high air to actually get back to the platform, the main part of the track. Otherwise, low air is not going to do you any good. So this one's awesome. This one also got me super amped, and the amount of new glitches that have been implemented into world records in the last year is just unfathomable. Like, there's so many cool ones to talk about. Next up, we have Arthur once again, who has the Sherbet Land world record with a time of 116.907 with the Magic Cruiser for the only sub 117 run thus far. This one was initially implemented into world records in 2015. The time was 154, and now it is down to 116. So over 30 seconds, almost 40 seconds. And the reason why is because instead of doing the glitch only one time in a run, now you can do it twice, because you can actually land back on the track and get the lap count. So cool. So Arthur is actually doing the ultra shortcuts on lap 1 and lap 3. I'm guessing maybe the reason why is because he wants to get the no glitch lap out of the way. He probably doesn't want to have the nerves of doing 2 glitches and then having to drive a no glitch lap. And right here, I'd imagine the whole goal is just not to hit a penguin and not to fall off, because the no glitch lap does not matter too much because the run is far from optimized at the moment. But the Sherbet Land glitch I've pulled off a handful of times, and the new one where you land back on the track with 2 mushrooms, and it is extremely tough. I was doing it with the spear, and I'd imagine it was probably easier with the spear than it is with the Magic Cruiser. So yeah, you have to obey the 95% rule, so you have to go forward a little bit and then turn around instead of just immediately going into the position. That's why he does that. And then here, he does not land on the track. However, he is able to get the respawn because he was close enough. And once you respawn, you just have to drive backwards for a split second, and then you're good to go. We're gonna watch the 2-shroom glitch one more time, but I'm really happy to see this track come down so far. And the only way we're ever gonna see a 3 for 3 is if they have to be able to land on the track all 3 laps and only use 1 mushroom. So that looks completely impossible at the moment. But never doubt this community. Never doubt the community. Anything is possible. That's what I've learned over the last like 13 years. So yeah, lap 1, 14 seconds. Crazy stuff. Congrats to Arthur. On to Shy Guy Beach. This next one is the only one that actually is not a 3-lap world record. This is a 1-lap world record, because in order to do this ultra shortcut, you have to wait minutes, like a couple minutes before you can pull it off, and you will see why in just a second. The 1-lap or the flap world record for Shy Guy Beach is by a player named Jack, and he is way down here on the leaderboard, but the 3-lap time does not matter for this category. It is all about the 1-lap record. People do track the fast laps or the 1-lap world records in this game as well, and I don't think this one will ever be utilized in a 3-lap run, because you have to wait over 2 minutes for this bomb to land right in front of you to clip it and shoot behind the finish line without the game knowing, and then go for the last key checkpoint, which you just have to back up for a split second to do so. Okay, here we go. So he mushrooms. Oh my gosh, you didn't even see the bomb. He did that so fast. He clipped with his back wheel part of the bomb as the bomb was like falling onto the beach. Like the bomb landed on the beach, and at that exact moment his back wheel hit the bomb and he shot up like 50,000 feet. And we have Logan once again, Waluigi Stadium world record holder 143.473, and only a handful of people have pulled off this glitch and actually gotten a time that is below the no glitch world record. Just a handful, as you guys can see. So this glitch was actually implemented into the world record in 2020, so just last year. And the time was 1:48. It has been shaved 5 seconds since then. They no longer have to respawn. They can land back on the track and then go to where the last key checkpoint is, trigger it, and then turn around by charging a Standstill Mini Turbo. So it's really cool because the Bullet Bike sees so little representation in time trials for this game, especially on the 32 Nintendo track. So it's really cool to see the Bullet Bike have a world record again in this game. It took 12 years for the Bullet Bike to finally have its moment, because in 2008 there was a Bowser Castle 3 world record with the Bullet Bike, and for 12 years we did not see a Bullet Bike world record. And now, for the last 6 months, or 7 or 8 months, the Bullet Bike has had the world record on GCN Waluigi Stadium. So that is so incredible, and this, once again, is one of those things where the glitch got discovered in 2015, but it was humanly impossible because of the need for rapid fire. And then in 2020, the tool assist community kept finding ways to improve the method of doing the glitch, and then eventually people figured out, they're like, wait a second, this is possible humanly. You don't need rapid fire, you just have to clip it at the right angle. And you know, only a couple people have pulled off this glitch. Only 3 different players have ever held the world record with this glitch so far. And Logan has some pretty solid driving here with the Bullet Bike on lap 2 and 3. Definitely clutched it. He was able to beat the world record by 0.4 seconds with this run. And we're gonna watch the glitch one more time, because this is kind of like Koopa Cape and Rainbow Road, in the sense that you only get to do the glitch one time in runs. Lap 2 and 3 you have to drive no glitch, so it brings out the nerves, that's for sure. But yeah, this is a really cool glitch, and maybe one day we'll see a different method of this glitch that is actually faster. Tool Assisters have found a couple different methods that are faster, but I don't know if they'll ever be implemented. Wow. Yeah, so you can actually double clip and land at the back part of the track. You can land right over here and then drive straight and not have to drive backwards right here. So if that ever happens, where you clip, land here, and then drive this part, instead of having to go backwards, hit the key checkpoint, go forwards, then I think this time will go down a couple extra seconds. But I don't think this will ever be a track where we'll see more than one lap where they use the ultra shortcut. But who knows? Who knows? We are skipping Desert Hills and Bowser Castle 3 because neither one of those are ultra shortcuts, even though they are giant glitches. So here we go, DK Jungle Parkway, Get Wrecked, aka Invincible, with a time of 42.656, DK Jungle Parkway using Daisy Mock Bike. The progression of this glitch in the world records is one of the craziest, because the world record when this glitch was first implemented in 2015 was 2 minutes and 4 seconds, and 6 years later it's down to 42 seconds. So the double clip, and it used to only be done on one lap because people thought it was so tough, and now they've found a consistent way to do it. Consistent. And it's a 3-lap thing. The reason why, you hit this horizontal wall when you hit the top of the finish line post, and that allows you to bypass the invisible wall. And normally the invisible wall for this track, it's so high up it's not even funny. Like, you can't even get over it if you tried. So the fact that you can hit horizontal walls, which allows you to just clip through anything and shoot through invisible walls, just completely broke the game. And that strategy is used on a couple different tracks now, but when it was first used on this track, I remember it was a brand new thing and it was a big deal. So we'll watch one more lap of this, but yeah, you got a wheelie as you back up here and then double clip, and it's a tough one. So the world record used to use Yoshi on this track, now it uses Daisy, And I believe the tool assist record for this track actually uses the zip and not the mock bike from what I've heard. So maybe one day we will see a strat change and this no longer will be a mock bike track, but instead a zip track. So that's something to look forward to in the future. And the zip has a really good off-road stat, so you'd be able to cut off the last corner shroomless and save a little bit of time each lap. So that's what I think we'll see on Parkway in the future. And that brings us to the penultimate glitch in the video. This one is actually not an ultra shortcut, but I wanted to include it anyway because I don't think many people know about it. And this is Peach Garden's fast lap record, so a 1 lap record just like Shy Guy Beach. This is King Alex driving, and he manages to do a tree clip, cut a corner, and beat the fast lap world record by 0.1 seconds. And I think this isn't fully optimized. I think the shortcut saves a little bit more than that, but regardless, it's actually so funny because it's just barely faster than using the mushroom in the old strategy. You clip this tree, and it reminds me so much of the 200cc shortcut that we like to do when we play online. So really cool, and I wanted to include that even though it's not an ultra shortcut. And we are skipping DK Mountain because that is also not an ultra shortcut. So we're ending the video with N64 Bowser's Castle once again. We have Logan, and he is the only person to pull off this ultra shortcut. This might be the most difficult one of them all out of all the ones that are pulled off humanly. It's either this, Koopa Cape, or Rainbow Road. So really cool. It beat the world record by 10 seconds, and the funny part about this is you actually have to use the spear to drive a track that is, it's not very spear friendly, I'll tell you that much. Okay, and that brings us to the end of this video. We have the Bowser Castle 64 glitch using the barrel roll strat. It makes me so happy to see this technique used in a world record. The full 90-degree wheelie, absolutely hilarious. I love it. So Logan, once again, with the world record, the only person to pull this off thus far. And I think I heard that he clipped the pole like 300 or 400 times, getting a large clip and not getting high enough or far enough to trigger the respawn that he was going for to get the lap count. So he ends up beating the world record by 10 seconds, and I've watched this run before, and he drives phenomenally during these 2 no glitch laps with the spear on BC64. There's some really difficult sections to drive with the spear on this track, and to do it in such a high pressure situation, and like this whole part here, like the last 10 seconds of the run, it's probably the hardest section with the spear. And then I'd imagine he probably practiced no glitch laps for quite a while before attempting the glitch attempts. And look how far out he has to go to start his left drift on the spiral section in order to, because if you start too tight, what's going to happen is you're going to start tight and then you're going to end up going really wide. So he had to start really wide and then go tight afterwards. But I think what Logan should do is I think he should make tutorials on how to do these glitches, because he's clearly the best at doing these glitches. He has the most glitch world records of anybody right now, and he has knowledge on how to pull off most of the most difficult glitches in the game, which is really cool. So he should definitely make tutorials, because he could definitely spread some knowledge on how these absurd glitches are pulled off and what his methods for doing so are. Because this one right here, this pull clip, man, like, it's probably the most difficult pull clip glitch of all of them. And not only that, but you have to, you know, you have to jump on top of the wall, then you have to execute the barrel roll 90-degree wheelie, then you have to clip the pull, and it is just, it's insane. I can't believe the world record uses the spear on BC64. It's awesome. So we're gonna watch it one more time and then we'll be done with this video. But that concludes 16 Mario Kart Wii Ultra Shortcut World Records. Watching them with you guys. Super fun video to record. Very nostalgic for me, because I used to play so much Mario Kart Wii time trials back in the day, from like 2011 to 2015. I used to like doing glitch runs and practicing the various ultra shortcuts and glitches and trying to get world records. It was really fun. I was mainly an online player, but I did have my fun in time trials through dabbling with the ultra shortcuts and whatnot. So yeah, this part's really funny because it's probably faster to actually do a standstill turbo, turn around, and then jump off the edge, but it's a little bit risky because if you bounce off the wall, you can actually land not far enough backwards and not get the respawn. So he just played it safe and backed up there, and that's probably the part where he can save the most time on. and maybe doing the glitch a little bit quicker. But his no glitch laps were amazing, like I said before. Okay, that's it guys. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check the description if you want to see some resources on where to follow time trial related content and information for Mario Kart Wii. And with that, thank you for watching. Enjoy Funky Kong dancing, and peace.